Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports College Football 26 coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play single-player or multi-user. A multi-user dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. Jacksonville, Florida. Suppose neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And
there he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Rasmussen. Got a man. It's Riley. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Harper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rossi. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Unloads to the wide out. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And it's caught at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country.
Oh, he's got some space. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Motion from the wideout. Takes it from the gun on third down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Dyer. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rossi. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hard running there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7-0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Snagged in the middle, it's Riley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Gonna sling it on second down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Defense in press coverage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Reinbold. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Watney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shouts.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Gators want to move quickly. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to Davis. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will give him the lead.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll move the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. Powers through the defender. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
A first down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Forced out of the pocket. Finding open areas. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. You know, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drives back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rossi. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Rasmussen. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to try to get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Dropping back, it's Rasmussen. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coates. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Coming out with it, it's Spears. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Here he goes. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the option. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.